understand that there is a race before the race. I mean, you have the milling time where you get set up, and talk us through it right now. You only have 3 boats, so how much of a chess game is there at this point?
Well, it depends which position you really want to. I'm sure Andrew is probably going to want lane 1 or lane 2.
Right.
So he's going to be trying to jockey into position to get that lane. Also, you have the 80-mile-an-hour rule, which kind of makes it harder to get that lane 1. Because if you do get lane 1 and you do get a good start, you're going to be very hard to beat. The shorter way around the course is always the best way around the course.
Yeah.
So it's a dice and mouse game. I'm excited to see Bert come in here.
Yeah, Bert came out. There's about 3 minutes until we start Heat 1A and get started here with the Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers Hydrofest doubleheader. We're going to call it.
Yes.
Kind of stealing the way that the Detroit Grand Prix runs their Indy cars, bringing 2 races here to the Detroit River. And it's kind of interesting because the Grand Prix run right across the street.
Yeah.
I should say across the river.
Yes.
So right now you've got, as you can take a look, we're looking, and the boats are starting to cut in the middle.
Yes.
Cutting into the middle right now as you're taking a look. That's Tom Thompson. So he's cutting the course, and everybody else is going a little bit wider. Why does Tom cut the course? Is that just timing at this point?
I think it is. I think he wants to be at a certain spot at a certain time to make sure he gets the position he wants. So we all have different strategies and different ways of getting to the same point finally.
So when we take a look at this, where should these boats be when the 1 minute, basically the old gun would go off? Would that be up by the bell, by the Detroit Boat Club?
Probably at the exit pin of the first corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we probably have Bert Anderson on restricted right now. I think he's going to have to start outside.
Okay, so he'll start outside basically. So you have basically 2.
Yes.
So now is there a lot of thinking in this, because you really have to figure out, you got to keep your boat alive for 2 heats. I mean, for 2 days.
Absolutely. That's the thing here. You have a 2-weekend event in 1 weekend.
Right.
So reliability is going to be a factor. You want to make sure that you're in both finals. And I don't think winning these heats is that important. You just have to finish them and make sure you get the points for the final.
Yep. Okay, so we're about 90 seconds away as the Andrew Tate and Bert Henderson go by the start and finish line, and we can see Tom Thompson out there. Tom is already trying to grab lane 1, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe he's a bit early right now, but it's about what we were talking about earlier, about a minute at the exit pin of the first corner.
Yep, and he's over there. He's up there. I don't know how early he is. We don't have the clock in front of us, so we're going to take a look. But he looks like he is way in front of everybody else. 1 minute at this point. So he is beyond the boat club at that time. So he's probably going to have to really be careful to keep that 80-mile-per-hour speed up.
He looks pretty slow right now.
And in an 80-mile-per-hour speed, you get, you get 1 warning. Is that right?
Yes, you get 1 warning. You have to pick it up, and then if you do it again, you get disqualified.
Okay, so they're taking a look, and as you can see, Tom Thompson right now is really slow, taking it very slow, getting close to the Detroit Yacht Club, and he's way, way in front of Andrew Tate and Bert Henderson, and it's going to be really tight for him to do that. Again, how do you go around that bell? How do you go around the Rooster Tail turn though and stay at 80 miles per hour?
Well, he's going to have a hard time. I think he's really early. I think they got a warning on him right now.
So you take a look. Here come Tates is picking up the speed on the side, and Bert Henderson's back there. It's going to be lane 1 with Tom Thompson. Lane 2, it's going to be Andrew Tate. And here we go. Bert Henderson's got to start it back.
Yeah, exactly.
And here we go to start. We take a look.
It's going to be a good start.
Sounds like a good start, and there it is. Both boats hit the line right as it went to 0, and they go into their first turn. On the outside, that will be Andrew Tate in the Real Track Delta Gear boat. Inside is Tom Thompson in the Miss DiGiulio presents the JD Hydraulics, and they're neck and neck at that time. We got a race as they're going through there, neck to neck. Oh, right next to each other. And inside, Tom Thompson has that inside part. Hopefully he makes that cut. And they go down that backstretch. Talk about that backstretch. How much speed can they reach at that?
Oh, they're probably here coming into the corner at 190 miles an hour.
Right there.
Andrew is really going fast now.
And right now, it looks like Thompson's almost catching up with him on the inside. So Tom Thompson catching up with Andrew Tate. Let's see if Thompson can do it.
Hopefully he leaves him room.
Let's see how much room he does leave him.
Yes.
And there it is. They go down that turn.
Great job. Yes.
Oh, there it is. And after lap 1, it's going to be Andrew Tate in the Real Track Delta Gear coming across the start and finish line. He's leading lap 1. In second place, we have Tom Thompson in the Mr. Julio presents JD Hydraulics. And here comes Bert Henderson in third place. So we only have three 440 boat with Dustin Eccles. The Bucket List Racing did not make the start. In fact, didn't get off the trailer. Right now, it looks like you got Andrew Tate with a rooster tail lead going through the largest turn in all of boat racing, the Belle Isle turn. Going through that boat club bounce over there. What happens with those boats when you hit by the boat club? Oh, and there goes. Tom Thompson went down.
That's too bad.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yeah.
And he is breaking the inside. He really hopped. He went way in the air and bounced down, and he is out. He was down. It was a big. So right now we just have ourselves a
two-boat race.
And it's pretty much going to be a parade at this point.
That's what we're talking about. Reliability for this weekend.
And that's exactly
right.
And now you got one lap left as Andrew Tate comes on by. He's going to get 400 points when he finished the next lap. And Bert Henderson in his first race in the Spirited
300 points.
Yeah, that's right. 300 points. If he can finish that.
Yes.
We'll take a look. We'll try to get the speeds up here as fast as we possibly can. And right now, you're taking a look at Andrew Tate, the U9. Very, very easy. And you go through that turn, and you still have to keep speed, but you got such a lead. What do you do at this time? I mean, do you just kind of
your radio man's talking to you and telling you how far the second boat play behind you, and I think he's probably taking it easy right now.
Yeah,
he knows that.
Yeah, so
why risk anything when you got such a lead?
And that's it. 400 points. Andrew Tate had the issue down in Seattle. He was in one of the great hydroplane races, but he was disqualified for hitting a buoy in the pre-race point.
Yes.
But here he comes. Look at how far wide he comes. He's giving the fans, coming back, giving the spectator. There he is, Andrew Tate, in the U9, winner of Heat 1A.
Yes, great job, Andrew.
So the Delta Reel track boat has really been running well this year.
Yes.
And here he comes, and coming back around will be Bert Henderson. He's going to take the checkered flag. You'll see him in a moment. There he is, Bert Henderson. In the spirit of Detroit, 300 points for his first.
That's really good. That's really good.
Even though
he's excited about this.
Yes, he is, and that puts him in good shape because, of course, you're going to have the points. The top 5 boats are going to get to the front line of that, and right now, you have 400 points for Andrew Tate, 300 points for Bert Henderson, and hey, when you only have 2 sets of heats, that puts you in pretty good shape, doesn't it?
Absolutely.